celebrating everything the Coastal Bend has to offer.
This is a great place to live, so let's talk about it.
Get the scoop on the latest trends, popular fashions, hottest music, exciting events, and so much more.
Come on, let's have some fun.
This is Coastal Living on KZTV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coastal Living, the at-home edition. It is such a pleasure to be back with you all from the comfort of your own homes, from the comfort of ours. We're very excited to be returning to your living rooms, to your TVs, so that we can continue to entertain you all and help take our minds off of all this craziness. Now, it feels excellent to be back, but it wouldn't be Coastal Living without my amazing co-host, Miss Jocelyn. How are you, Jocelyn?
Well, thank you, Clarissa, and I couldn't agree more. You and I are such a team, and I'm so glad to be back, especially in the comfort of our viewers' living room, just like you said. I've been trying to keep busy by motivating people to go outside, get some workouts in, and really just try to get their mind off of COVID-19 and the craziness that it has brought to our community. But we're all about bringing positivity, and we're definitely going to do that, especially now that we're back, don't you think?
I know, I really love it. And you know what, your workout videos have been so impactful. I know we got a really excellent response from them on our social media, which we've been very active on. And like you said, I mean, it's a difficult time, it's a confusing time, but I think that we've proven to ourselves as a community and as a country that we are resilient and that we are all one of a kind. I know our viewers can relate at home that, you know, we all have different circumstances, and this time is more difficult for some than others. You know, some of us, our businesses are closing, we're losing our jobs, we can't pay the bills, we've become stay-at-home teachers, and even many things beyond that. But it's confusing, but I think it just goes to show that in times of desperation, those are the times that we're able to thrive as human beings and really come together. So again, with our viewers, we're just so grateful that you all stuck with us through this. You hung out with us on social media, you participated in our live videos, and now we're finally back at home with you. So we're very excited to be back. And you know, with these new orders, the government is slowly trying to return back to normal. So we are very excited that some of these retail stores, the restaurants, malls, and even movie theaters will be somewhat easing back into normalcy. What are your thoughts on that, Jocelyn?
Well, I do have to say, no matter what, whether we're still staying at home, which is still highly encouraged, we need to support local. So it is a great thing that our local restaurants are open. However, if you have the opportunity to still get takeout, please do so, because we're really strongly encouraging that. And it's something that I typically do several times a week just to support our amazing local restaurants. So I'm very excited for that. But of course, we need to take precaution and still social distance and still stay at home, just so we can maintain a healthy life and lifestyle, and so that we can continue to get through this together.
I totally agree. And I think that, again, this has impacted us so greatly that this is going to be a game changer from here on out. I hope that we're all just a little bit more conscious and aware of the germs that we're spreading. Of course, easing back into this, I think many of us sort of have this fear element that are going to keep us home for a while, that are going to keep us socially distant for a while, and that's okay. So we have to respect each other's boundaries and understand that this is traumatizing for many people, this experience. It's been really, really big and life-changing, and we're all going to adapt to that in different ways. So as long as we continue to hold hands through this, hypothetically, of course, we're going to get through it together. So there's also a lot to celebrate. You know, we've had the opportunity to spend more time with our families, more quality time with our kids. And for those of us who are completely alone in our household, I feel like it's sort of been an opportunity to awaken your inner self and to find out a lot about who you are as a person and who you are when you don't have everyone else to rely on.
Yes, absolutely. And as you said before, it has been a little bit traumatizing. However, we're here to bring you positivity, and we're also here to remind you that today is Star Wars Day, Clarissa. So may the 4th be with you.
Amen to that. I'm prepared. Let's see. I'm prepared with my lightsaber.
There you go. So to all of our viewers, there's so many different fun ways to celebrate Star Wars, and that is by watching the Star Wars movie, which I know I'm going to participate in today because I have fallen a little bit behind on the Star Wars game. But there's so many different ways that you can also celebrate with the kiddos, don't you think, Clarissa?
Yeah, you can, of course, binge watch Star Wars. And rumor has it that Disney Plus is releasing the latest movie of Star Wars today to celebrate May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I also, I enjoy making weird noises. So I was hoping that you and I could do our best Chewbacca impression. What do you got, Jocelyn?
Let's do it. I'm going to do the salt lamp in front of my face because I know I was making a very interesting face behind the salt lamp.
That's like a pretty female Chewbacca. Mine is the real Chewbacca.
Oh my goodness. So like we've mentioned, we are here to bring you laughter, whether it's with us or at us. And I hope you got a smile out of our Chewbacca noises. And that's probably something that you all can work on today as well. But we're just so happy to be back.
Well, speaking of which, Chewbacca, check out the rest of our show because we do have a lot of great content for you all. See what I did there? Okay, on a serious note, guys, we really want to do our part to keep our audience entertained and informed. We are here for you. So one of the many challenges we face during this interesting time is keeping up with, doctor's visits and these daily errands that require us to go out in public and put ourselves in vulnerable positions. But I was able to sit and visit recently via the internet with a local physician to learn more about telemedicine and how it's helping us avoid unnecessary outings and keeping us out of harm's way. We are so excited, guys. Check it out. Please welcome Dr. Carlos Elizondo, who is here to talk about telemedicine, something really big right now, especially with everyone practicing social distancing. Thank you for joining me, Dr. Elizondo.
No, thank you, Clarissa. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's an honor. So tell us a little bit about your practice and yourself.
My father was a physician for many years in Alice, Texas. My brother's also going to become a physician, so you could say it runs in the family. We've been, during this time of coronavirus, medicine has changed drastically, the way we practice medicine. We're just trying to minimize everybody's exposure. And so we've been trying to do a lot more telemedicine, in all of our locations. We have 3 locations and we take care of 3 nursing homes and 1 rehabilitation hospital. And with that, we've been just trying to minimize exposure and trying to utilize technology to take care of everybody.
And I love that you're actually helping out nursing homes. So how does it work with a nursing home?
Well, so that's a great question. There's different, in my opinion, there's different levels of telemedicine because, there are limitations. And so the highest quality, or I feel the highest quality or level of telemedicine, we actually have them at our facilities. And why do I say the highest quality? Because we can actually see the patient can see us, but we have a nurse there with a stethoscope and we're able to listen to the heart and lungs real time. And so in my opinion, my professional opinion, it's almost as if we were actually there with the patient.
And this goes during, especially this time with COVID-19 going around. My question is, what are some of the limitations? Obviously, you're not able to check their heartbeat and everything live, although you do have some accommodations for that. What are some limitations, but what are also some benefits to the telemedicine?
Some of the limitations are, like you mentioned, in person, we were unable to see them. What I've mentioned to all of my providers is that we need to utilize telemedicine to triage, to identify. And so we need to identify who needs to come in because I need to listen to their heart, or who needs to come in so I can actually, check their blood pressure, or who needs to come in and park outside and go through our drive-through to get a COVID swab or a flu swab or a strep swab. And so we just try to utilize it to identify who can come to the office and who can actually come inside, or is it somebody we've been treating for years that we just checking up on them, making sure they're taking all their medications. If they're diabetic, how are their sugars? And they can tell us all these things over the phone. So as far as, limitations, there's some limitations in person that we have to get by, but that's why I told all my providers, just try to utilize it as a tool to decide who needs to come see us.
Wonderful. Well, I know this is great information for many people who may not have considered that this is an option for them. Where can they go for more information from you?
So they can go to our Facebook page, Primary Care and Wellness, and you can get plenty of information. We're actually fixing to make a video just to kind of, because everybody's a visual learner. just so they can, just so our elderly population can see how easy it is.
Yeah, it's very unique, and it just goes to show how resilient we have been as a society to get through. So guys, if you're watching, it's something you're interested in finding more information on, please reach out to Dr. Elizondo and his team. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Clarissa. You have a nice day.
All right, so that was very informative. I know I had the opportunity to utilize the Zoom app with my doctor for a regular visit, and it was really helpful. Joss, have you had to check in with your doctor at any point?
I have not, but that definitely helped me just remind me that I definitely need to do that checkup with him.
Exactly, you don't have to go in person, which is great. So we learned a little, but you're going to learn a lot the rest of the show. We have a great one coming up, a little Monday motivation to help you start the week with a smile on your face. Plus, we're going to talk to a freelance 3D animator who is switching up her regular routine and using her equipment to help first responders stay healthy and safe. Plus, we threw in a little Texas trivia for y'all. When we come back, we're so excited. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Coastal Living.
You're watching Coastal Living on KZTV, the only lifestyle show made in the Coastal Bend for the Coastal Bend.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.